Hey guys, welcome back to Pixel Taiyaki. I'm Axel Lasley, and this is MugiMikey, my boyfriend.
Hello.
And today, we're going to be talking about the spoiler-free discussion that we've been wanting to have for a while now of the Sonic Movie 2 that we just saw, which was awesome. Mikey actually won a sweepstakes via Twitter that we totally hope wasn't rigged.
I certainly hope so. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, though.
I mean, I wonder myself, the luck, the luck that you had to have to win that.
Yeah, but we got to see it. We got to see it this week, or last weekend, on the 2nd, we got to see it.
On
the 2nd, yeah.
On April 2nd. We would wonder, like, when I actually showed up, I worried is this real? Did they really...
We thought we were going to be the only ones in the theater.
But I guess they did radio.
They did radio giveaways.
Local giveaways.
So
too,
it was actually packed.
Yeah, it was packed. Yeah, so a good chunk. I want to say there were probably about 70 people in that theater.
At least.
It was
pretty big.
So thankfully we didn't have to watch it alone, so that was good. And we'll go ahead you first.
I was gonna say, at least we didn't have to watch it alone, and even if we did, I wouldn't have minded that, but either way,
right.
I'm glad we got to see it.
It
was great. I was so excited for this movie.
I was too.
For months, I was so excited.
I was a little anxious because, I didn't want it to suffer from the triple S, the second in the series syndrome. So many times I've seen a second movie in a series and it just tanks. But thankfully, this one did not live up to that. It actually does stand up to the hype that is surrounding the movie.
It's even better than the first one.
It is. I couldn't believe it. So we're not going to be giving you guys any spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you're definitely free to continue watching this. If you have watched the movie already, I'll be dropping another video soon full of spoilers for the film, so you can actually go through and hear our thoughts on more story-oriented detail.
Or if you just don't care about spoilers. Yeah,
right.
You probably not, maybe you haven't seen it, but you don't care.
Yeah, I didn't even see the second trailer. I only watched the first one because I was trying to avoid as much content for the movie as possible. I actually wanted to see it relatively unheard of, unwatched, unspoilered. So, let's talk about who this movie is for first.
This movie is for Sonic fans.
You think so?
This movie is a love letter to Sonic fans. Yes. But if you are a if you are a film critic, a traditional film critic, just look at Rotten Tomatoes. You're probably not going to like the movie very much.
Did you look at the Rotten Tomatoes for this movie already?
Yeah, it's not high. It's not high.
What?
Yeah, no, it's full of film critics that are like, oh, there's too much CGI, fantasy elements. It's not focusing on the humans enough. It's like, yeah, you can tell it's not made for them.
Really?
And that's fine.
What's weird about that is that, considering, putting this in the context of the Sonic, just the universe of Sonic the Hedgehog, I actually think there were a lot of humans in movie 1 and especially movie 2.
Movie 1 especially.
Right, without giving... No, there were a lot of humans. Think about the one scene that...
I know.
Yeah, think about a couple of scenes where the humans were involved, and it's like, that's considering Sonic is canonically only has just Eggman, at least with the games.
Well, in the adventure games,
you're right.
Were
the people
everywhere.
Were walking around. And...
Yeah, they're walking around, just walking around doing human things.
And in Sonic 06, how could I forget some of the...
And Unleashed.
Yeah, you're right. Some of the award-winning dialogue in 06, and of course, actually I like the humans in Unleashed, but I felt like they were pretty good. But the other ones...
I like them in Adventure and Adventure 2 the most.
I think the designs look funny in Adventure.
They were also in Sonic X, but anyway.
Yeah.
There are humans in this movie.
There are.
Obviously, if you've seen the first one.
Yeah, so to expect it to not have CGI or fantasy elements when it's literally a talking cartoon hedgehog is a little unreasonable, I think.
Yes.
Of film critics. I think that, I guess the Academy has standards that they want this to live up to. So if you're not a Sonic fan and you know nothing about Sonic the Hedgehog, maybe there's a better movie for you, especially since this is the second one. So we're just going to go ahead and assume that if you're here, you're a Sonic fan. You're not a movie critic.
Film critics are just going to write it off as just yet another children's movie.
Yeah.
But this is made for Sonic fans.
Yeah. Not just children.
However, that brings us into the next point, which is the plot. Okay, so the basic synopsis is Knuckles and Robotnik, they team up to take down Sonic. They have a common enemy.
As the trailers revealed.
Yeah, trailers and many clips that Paramount keeps just spewing
dangling in front of our faces.
Yeah, they practically gave like almost the entire movie. There's certain points that they didn't, that we'll be talking about in our spoiler-free review. Be on the lookout for that. But for the most part, it's mostly just Robotnik and Knuckles chasing after Sonic and Tails throughout the entire movie.
And in this movie, the characterization of Tails is really good. So if you're a Tails fan, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I certainly was. For too long now, my frustration with the games has been that I don't really care much for the direction that they took Tails. But this movie and the way that they took that characterization and built upon it without giving you spoilers, actually, it makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. It does a great job explaining itself in terms of, like, without explaining, like, why Tails and who Tails, like, why he is the way he is, who he is. I actually felt satisfied with the characterization that Tails got. So if you're, and Knuckles, in fact,
Knuckles was my favorite.
Knuckles was
He was
awesome.
my favorite part of the movie. He's intimidating.
He's got
badass.
lore. He's got lore.
Yes, he's got lore. He's intimidating. He's a badass, and most importantly, he is a dork.
And he's got a reputation.
Yes.
And a reputation to protect. Like,
He's cool.
I loved both, his characterization.
He's really big on honor.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are gonna love it, I think. He's really big on his reputation and people's perception of him.
Justice.
Right, justice.
He's not a bad guy.
No.
He's not. I mean...
He what he thinks and perceives to be justice.
If you know Knuckles, you know he's not a bad guy. He's just... If you know anything about Sonic, you'll know that, obviously, Eggman is tricking Knuckles.
And Eggman is, he's a smart guy, so...
Incredibly.
Right, so the fact that he manipulates Knuckles, it's no surprise. Mm-hmm. And the only reason he never manages to manipulate Sonic and Tails is throughout all of the iterations of...
They're too street smart.
Right, exactly. They're like, you know what, we know you're full of crap, Eggman. You're full of absolute just shit, so...
And Knuckles isn't really good at socializing.
No.
And Robotnik definitely took advantage of that.
Exactly. He reads Knuckles like a book immediately, and just watching their interactions in the movie, and the more that goes on, without giving you spoilers, is very fun. Like, it's a lot of fun to watch Eggman and Knuckles having conversations and interacting, and watching Eggman make comments to himself, like Dr. Robotnik making comments to himself about Knuckles.
And Agent Stone. Agent Stone as well.
I
love Agent Stone.
I love Agent Stone too. Poor Agent Stone. You feel bad for the guy. That's how good the characterization is in this movie. Mm-hmm. You know that Agent Stone has been waiting and waiting.
Desperately waiting.
For Eggman to come back.
His Mean Bean coffee shop.
Oh,
it's
is that
perfect.
A spoiler?
No.
Oh, was it in the trailer?
Yes.
It was in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's no spoiler.
I'm like, wait a minute.
That is no spoiler.
I don't want to give that.
And even if it was, it's just a nod.
There were plenty of good references.
Yes, it's one of the many.
Yes, one of the many. So if you are a Sonic fan, that kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier. Of course, the Academy, they don't care about these references, but we who actually enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog and the franchise as a whole are we picked up these references immediately. You guys are gonna love it too. You're gonna notice them.
Yeah, so basically...
Look out for the name. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, but make sure you're looking out at little details like what's on the helicopter when you see that scene. There's lots of
little
nods
and references
to things.
So basically, compared to the first movie is basically it's like a buddy film, like between Sonic and Tom, and it becomes like a road trip movie. And in this, it's sort of similar, where it's Sonic and Tails this time. Yeah. However, instead of going from Montana to California, they're going, different parts of the world.
Right.
They're hopping from different places in the world. Obviously, from one place to the other, and obviously Tom isn't home either. Yeah. Sonic is left to look after the place himself, while Tom and Maddie are at a wedding. And
this movie builds on the relationships that happened after the first movie. Yeah. So now Sonic has been here for a while. He's more settled in. Mm-hmm. He has more of a routine, and so
he's trying to find himself.
Yeah.
He wants something to do.
But the idea of them being a family is cemented.
Yeah.
Sonic is part of their family, and Tom trusts Sonic to be home by himself. This movie very much portrays Sonic as a kid, like an everyday kid, and he acts like a kid, he thinks like a kid, and he makes decisions like a kid would, and that's what makes him endearing and charming. He's a good kid, you know?
That is
tries to be a good kid.
He tries.
He wants to be a good kid, but at the same time, he wants to be an emblem of justice.
His heart is in the right place. However, I feel like this is where Sonic and, movie Sonic and game Sonic differ in, like, the biggest aspects.
Yeah.
Game Sonic is incredibly independent, free-spirited.
Right. Yeah.
He is the driving force. He's incredibly independent.
Mm-hmm.
People follow Sonic. But
right.
in the movies, Sonic is an insecure child who's looking for validation.
He really is.
And opportunities to use his unique powers.
And opportunities to prove himself.
Yes.
He knows what a hero and an emblem of justice should look like, and he's very aware that his feet don't quite fill those shoes.
Yes, and most importantly, movie Sonic has settled down.
Right.
He has settled down, whereas Game Sonic does not have a residence.
Game Sonic doesn't have a home.
The residents here...
Not like movie Sonic.
The residents here in this movie, this series of films, plays an incredible role in just the overarching, whatever, plot of Sonic and Tom and where they build from there.
Right, where that relationship goes, and Tom is a father figure. They even have a couple key father-son bonding moments that were really endearing, and it's nice to see that the dialogue there was very compelling. It felt real, like it was a really wholesome moment between the two of them, without me spoiling it for you. I don't want to say
as the title says, spoiler-free.
Spoiler-free, but talking around that situation, like, you guys are really, there's a lot of key moments like that are really endearing. The characterization brings them to life in a way that's wholesome and fulfilling and fun, and exciting and compelling. Like, the characterization drives the plot, which is why I really enjoyed the movie.
Yes. Movie Sonic being his own entity, I think, is an incredible character. Tails is also a lot of fun.
I loved him.
And Knuckles... Oh man, it's such a fresh take. I love Knuckles and Robotnik, of course. Awesome.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey kills it.
I love
as
movie
always.
Robotnik.
I
love movie Robotnik, and even the way other people in the military view him. Like, near the end, you're gonna learn some things. Very interesting. Very fascinating, both in key with who we would see Eggman to be, and also builds on other people's, like, reactions to him. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, I just wheeze. Like, it's just wheezing when I got to that part without giving you guys spoilers. You're really gonna enjoy a lot of these moments with Robotnik. Like, as a villain, over the top, satisfying performance.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey just delivers all the way through.
As for references, there's plenty that I'd love to get into, but I'll have to talk about it in the spoiler review.
So, after you guys have seen the movie, come back and watch our spoiler-free review.
But if you've seen any of the trailers, you know that there's a huge nod to Labyrinth Zone. That's pretty much, like, mixed and matched with a bunch of different other things that I'll get into more. But, this is a fantastic movie. I love it more than the first one.
Same.
A lot. It looks great. The soundtrack is great. The Kid Cudi song, Stars in the Sky, is amazing.
Oh, it's so
love it.
Enjoyable. It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
Yeah, it's a really good vibe.
It's great. Overall, the movie's great. I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray.
Same.
I will definitely pick that
we're
up.
definitely gonna have to pick that up.
I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Me too. I'm ready. Can't say anything else.
We'll talk
to you guys more.
We'll talk about the post-credits or mid-credits scene.
In the
spoiler-free
video. So.
Spoiler video.
Yeah, I meant the spoiler. Did I say spoiler-free? I meant spoiler-full.
Yes.
The spoiler-full video.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for our spoiler-free discussion of Sonic Movie 2. We'll see you over in the spoiler-full video, and thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, Mikey.
Of course.
And I will see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye,
I'll
guys.
be back with more One Piece soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely.
I've been reading the manga, and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys if you are a One Piece fan. Remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome. Bye!
Bye, guys.